Qatar Airlines has unveiled its global campaign to celebrate next month's FIFA World Cup, all set to the classic Dancing in the Street performed by Nicole Scherzinger. The TV sees the work of the airline's agency of record, the Dutch agency 180 Kingsday. The campaign, called All Together Now, is a complete visual identity and branding for Qatar Airways World Cup sponsorship, which covers design, print, online, social, but is led by a 60-second TVC that sees the world singing and dancing along to the iconic song. The musical caper features dancing fans of all ages and ethnicities singing cabin crew in Doha and dancing match stewards and mascots in Russia. Commenting on the campaign, Sandra Volton, CEO at 180 Kingsday, said, "Every 4 years this amazing event happens where we can suddenly all come together as one through the medium of football. To celebrate this, we wanted to make something fun, that would make us smile, to embody the sense of togetherness, excitement and feverish anticipation we're all feeling at this time, even us, the Dutch, who sadly won't be taking part in the competition." Qatar Airways Senior Vice President of Marketing and Corporate Communications, Salam Al-Shawa, added, "Like millions of fans around the world, we are getting ready for the best summer of football ever. We want fans to feel the fun-filled vibe that we have created with our new commercial and celebrate with us in the run-up to the World Cup. Our goal is to inspire people to dance, dream and be happy as they come together from around the world for this celebration of football." Sign in with LinkedIn ad campaigns. Qatar Airlines Havas Melbourne has launched a new campaign for multicultural broadcaster SBS, as the organization seeks to promote the importance and benefits of an inclusive workplace. The campaign idea for "The Real You Matters" explores how some Australians can, and will, hide an essential part of who they are out of fear of being excluded, judged or, WPP's J. Walter Thompson Sydney has bolstered its creative ranks, appointing a new team to work across a range of key clients. Costa Liakov, left in photo, and Angus Loxton, right, joined from IPG's Arga Sydney, where Liakov was art director and Loxton a copywriter. Prior to teaming up, the duo worked at other major agencies. International skylights and roof window company Velux has unveiled a new global campaign that aims to highlight the health risks of spending too much time indoors. The ad, titled "The Indoor Generation," was born of research from 16,000 people across North America and Europe that found we spend 90% of our lives inside. A study into the fast food eating habits of Australians has revealed that 84.5% of us admit to eating takeaway fast food from the likes of McDonald's, KFC and the local pizza shop. The study by Roy Morgan Research found that although an increasing number of Australians are turning to the convenience of meal delivery in making sure Zaitis said Arn has recently reset its values, one of those being authenticity. "I hate the words diversity and judging by the press, and in this instance the ridicule it's garnering. Then Seven's getting its $150,000 back in spades." Here's Lisa Wilkinson's inspiring 40-minute Changing the Ratio keynote, reduced to 3 minutes excluding toilet breaks. In very sad news indeed, legendary Australian TV actor Cornelia Francis has lost her short battle with cancer. Yesterday's Changing the Ratio was packed with great ideas and, we think you'll agree, this was up there with the best. Cameron Swan, the latest to be stamped social changemaker. Fear not, the ink's easily washable. Which creative agency soared like the gas bill in winter or sank like an episode of Australian Spartan? Find out within. If don't set fire to something large, like a car or photocopier. Grant Denyer says he doesn't want to enter the Rusciano saga by entering the Rusicano saga. Image-led story. It's a Changing the Ratio pictorial extravaganza. And if you know us, we don't use extravaganza willy-nilly. It appears Deloitte are doing more poaching than an octopus at an egg poaching competition for mollusks. B. Carrot announces new Perth MD who reportedly refuses to answer to either Jimbo or the Grovinator. In excellent news for Cyclopses who love their footy, Nine has announced 5 new Origin streams. You only need to see the one person that's joined the B. UN Ltd, the social purpose organization for the media, marketing and creative industry, has today launched a program in partnership with Talent Rise aiming to tackle youth unemployment. The unique program aims to positively change the lives of young people who might otherwise struggle to get a job by finding entry-level employment in the media. Marketing, Warwick Taylor has returned to Zenith Brisbane, although we don't believe it's in a Maroons training singlet and shorts. Whenever B. Sure, many Adland industry drink nights can often get mistaken for a beard competition, but hopefully not this. Trassus at $3.25 to take out Logi's glory. Sadly, B. It's the third in B. A trilogy in a good way, not Star Wars 8, 2 and 3. Undoubtedly, one of the highlights from today's Changing the Ratio was this. Plus, the mini quiches at morning tea. B. To be a fly on the wall at this meeting. Not to suggest we want to lay a larva of maggots. Even B. Gripped by Mondyitis. Brain can't compute anything more than YouTube clips of people falling over. Look what's arrived. Changing the Ratio is on right this second, and this is just like being there but without having to pay for parking. We don't have a trophy for Typo of the Week, but if we did, it'd be shaped by like a wizard-esque dunce cap. B. Sadly, we'd forgotten to pay the gas bill again. Performance marketing company Rakuten Marketing has unveiled a new consent management platform, CMP, for retailers, advertisers and publishers. Compliant with the IAB Europe, Tech Lab Transparency and Consent Framework and developed to date within a Digitrust Now IAB Tech Lab working group, the CMP is a proactive measure to help retailers, advertisers and publishers gain consent under. It's a top new beer ad from Ogilvy. Let's just hope that notorious boosehound Julie Goodwin isn't reading today. KFC has resurrected the Colonel himself. Sadly, no news from Macca's on Mayor McCheese or that fat purple thing. Just as Craig McLaughlin's defamation lawyers declared, "We've got this," comes news that they haven't got it. This year's Logie nominations are in, and what more has Ding Dong Drysdale got to do? B. Starcom announces 3 new senior hires, yet the Biscuit Barrel's milk arrow route still can't find any takers. Experiential marketing firm Mark Edward Agency, Maya, announced the addition of Cruiseco Australia as client for its communications division. Following on from its execution of the Cruiseco 17th annual conference in Brisbane earlier this year, Maya has been appointed as the cruise specialist's PR agency of record. Cruiseco CEO Amanda McClellan said, "Having demonstrated there, here's an authoritative article on email and mobile, and be safe in the knowledge it wasn't penned by any B." Seven's new commentary team starts to take shape, as Chappelle forwards his resume for the 118th time. Is your idea of hell the dull 2-hour meeting that drags on for 4? Well, stroke your chin in appreciation to this. B. AGL is sure to provide this event with some serious energy which will hopefully ignite an industry-wide discussion. The Story Lab is helping time-poor cooks. Though that's not to say B. After shocking the world with Meet Graham, Tak is back tackling road fatalities, this time asking youngins to help. An ex-SCA staffer has spilled the beans on M. Rusciano, while B. It too was not needed, but it's definitely reduced the office clutter. Samantha Maiden is stood down, as B. Bunkies urges millennials wanting property to ditch their parents for this filthy rich couple. Well, sort of. B. Got a big weekend drinking sesh ahead and already dreading work on Monday. Nurse your hangover at changing the ratio. B. 303 Mullenla's latest appointment was made with such haste that the accompanying press pic is a classic cab selfie. When B. What would a Friday newsletter from B. First M. Rusciano and now Andrew Denton. It seems Tom Gleason has a penchant for bagging out media show hosts. It's a case of lucky 13th for Kerry Stokes, as the AFR reveals he's down to his last $4 billion in its latest rich list. German company Super Dickmann makes a super dick of itself with a poorly conceived Meghan Markle chocolate cake. The works tackles Canberra in a can, although no word yet on whether the firework frenzy made the cut. Publicis launches AI-powered innovation Marcel, meanwhile B. Study finds 78% of Aussies view news websites once a month, while the other 22% presumably access news via telex. If you mistakenly thought this was an interview with Kojak's Telly Savalas, as it turns out, it's even better than that. A former 2-Day FM staffer has spilled the beans, as in bagged out their colleagues, not dropped a vegetarian nachos. This will be the funniest thing you see all day, unless a colleague slips on a banana skin while holding a vat of ghee. Didn't much fancy that Telstra story above. Well, perhaps B. Rebel Wilson has done Vogue Australia, however, that's not to suggest it was at the urging of her expensive legal team. Magnum. We'd say GDPR is the hot industry topic around the B. HubSpot unveils a new Slack integration that, as you'll read here, has nothing to do with a pair of old man's trousers. AKQAR. It uses machine learning to take both the style and texture of an artwork and apply it to another image to be 3D printed with a UV printer. The works will be displayed at Semi-Permanent 2018 in Sydney from Thursday 24. You may well ask, how does B. Telstra and strife over its "Unlimited" slogan, yet Pepsi Max goes unnoticed despite not really being that Max. Cam King appointed chair of IAB Australia's board, but insists he won't be bringing the meeting's finger sandwiches. If anyone was ever going to get a laugh out of an abortion referendum, then you'd back the Irish every time. First ads for ovens and now natural gas. As if B. Have you long suspected Accenture's sinister plans? Well, get set to yell, "I knew it," or "those wily rats," at this. Design students from Torrens University's Billy Blue College of Design have partnered with WPPAUNZ's Health. Their creative solutions will be presented at a Vivid Ideas Exchange titled, "Design Can Save Your Life. How Can Creativity Improve Comprehension of Health Data?" Facebook's Alex Sloan answers the tough questions. Not that B. Not that there's any others to choose from, really. Young Lions winners crowned at glamorous cocktail party last night, made slightly less glamorous by B. Does the mere thought of children have you phoning the vasectomy clinic? Well, you're excused here. Coincidentally, this B. XM. Proving B. Not content with simply depressing viewers, it now appears Married at First Sight is depressing the contestants, too. Woman's Day is once again in the doghouse, but we're sure nothing a massive royal wedding special can't smoke screen. Such as B. If you want to see the rage an awful joke can conjure, you only read A B. B. News has hit back at the ABC, calling it sandal-wearing, deodorant-eschewing, muesli munchers, or words to that effect. In case you missed it, PhD has FTW the HSBC Business IRL. It's not so much a lol or NSFW, but a TLDR. Forget the whole thing. B.